Bonjour, hello everyone. This is Lindy, and today I'm going to be making orange cake. This is a recipe taken from my mother's cookbook. So I sifted together the 2½ cups flour, the 2 teaspoons of double-acting baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of soda, and the 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm putting that aside. In the large mixing bowl, I put the 1/2 cup of softened butter, the grated rind of 1 orange, and I also put the sugar, which is 1½ cup sugar, and I blended that together. So I make sure that's nice and smooth and blended. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add the orange juice, which I put in 2/3 cup of unstrained orange juice and 1/4 cup of milk. So I'm going to add that a little at a time. I'm going to mix that up, and then I'm going to start adding the dry ingredients. So I hope everyone's doing well in this time. I'm hoping we're getting, you're able to get out a little bit more and not be in so much, and I hope you've gotten vaccinated. So that will be the real test of being able to get out and do some traveling. So I'm going to do a little bit of liquid and a little bit of dry ingredients until this is all smooth and ready. So now a little bit more of the orange and milk and a little bit more of the dry ingredients. So after you've made this, send your creations to lindyskitchen2020@gmail.com, and I'd really like to be able to put some pictures of what you have baked on the next show. So this is getting a really nice consistency, and so what I'm going to add now is the eggs, which I put in 2 eggs plus 1 egg yolk, and the lemon extract. So I'm going to put a little of that and mix it up. And put a little bit of more of the dry ingredients. Until it's all blended. I've tried different varieties of this recipe, but the one my mother had in her cookbook, it's probably from the 1950s, is one that I really liked. So my mother did a lot of cooking, and especially baking. She really loved to bake. So this is a really nice consistency. You can see nice and smooth. And when you sift the flour, you don't really have to use a beater, but you can if you like. So I prepared this baking pan, and I put in the parchment paper. I greased it and then put the parchment paper in. You can make this as 2 8-inch layer cakes, but I like to make it in a loaf pan. So I'm going to put this in the pan, then I'm going to cook it, bake it at 350 degrees for 70 minutes, and I'll see you when this is finished. Hello, I took the orange cake out of the oven. It was in a 350 degree oven for 70 minutes. And I just used that parchment paper in the pan to pull it out. It made it so easy. And you can see it's a nice golden texture and a nice texture on the inside. Very nice and moist looking. So I'm going to try a piece. I think you're going to enjoy this. It's very, has a nice orange flavor, a really moist taste to it, and I know you'll enjoy making this. So happy baking, and send your creations to lindyskitchen2020@gmail.com. and I'll see you next time.